Who am I now? Maybe you have a question about your identity. And I want to read for you and me definition about identity. And it says identity is the distinct set of physical, psychological, and social characteristics that define who a person or group is, providing a sense of self and continuity over time. It includes unique personal traits, cultural affiliations, and how one is perceived by others. Some key synonyms include individuality, personality, character, and uniqueness. So, to sum it up, personal identity, an individual's unique sense of self, including beliefs, memories, and values. And it gives an example. Developing a strong sense of identity allows a person to make consistent life choices. This is what we are doing on our healing journey as we are getting up every day, deciding how we are going to show up in our lives, our space, our surroundings, our community, our atmosphere, on our job, in our home, in the lives of the loved ones that we have here. We are making a choice to say who we are. So I am making a choice every time I show up. I'm making a choice to say who I am, what I am identifying myself with. When my son Anthony first passed, I had this blog called Morning Mommy. Not the morning that we wake up to, but MOUR, mourn, in morning mommy. And after I I wrote like every day for so long, and then I decided one day like I don't want to be a morning mommy anymore. Like that's not who I want to be. I don't want to identify. And it and that let me tell you that helped me and that sustained me for so long being able to write and journal, and it was public so others were able to read and see and everything else. And I pray that it helped somebody during the time that I had it up. But one day I just got the epiphany that I don't want to be a morning mom like this. And then I started saying that I was on a healing journey because I identified, with that title, that it was keeping me in this confined space of pain. And I did not want that to be my identity. Yes, it's a journey. Yes, I have to grow. Yes, I have to learn. Yes, I fall down. Yes, I feel like I'm broken and breaking and allowing God to put me back together again. I feel all those things. I feel joyful, like I feel all the emotions. But what I no longer wanted to identify with was being a mourning mommy. And so I ended that blog. I ended that season of my blogging and journaling and writing in that sense as a morning mommy, and then decided, well, I'm on this healing journey. Do I consider myself healed? I consider myself healed because of my beliefs, because of my relationship with God. Yes, I cry. Yes, I get sad. Yes, things annoy me. Yes, I get angry. Yes, I still have questions. Yes, I still wonder. Yes, sometimes I still get confused. Like, yes, I go through all of that, but I still consider myself healed because my Lord, my God, my Savior, my King, He has made this way of escape for me out of my trials, out of my troubles, out of my circumstances. Will that bring Anthony back? Will that mindset and heart posture bring Anthony back? It absolutely will not. But what it will do is allow me to move forward in my life. It allows me to decide what I'm going to present when I show up. Am I going to be this morning mommy? And if that's where you're at right now, it's okay. You take your time on your journey. And this is the moment where I stand right here. I'm saying, if I had stayed in that mindset and in that, uh, thought process, I don't know if I would be here right now wanting to take you by the hand and help you along on your journey. I don't know if I would be able to smile and laugh and think of those good times and good memories and even look forward to my future, to the plans that God has for me, since He still wakes me up every day and I still have breath and I still have life and I still have a purpose and God still has plans for me. I want to operate in that space. Yes, I'm still healing and I say I'm healed. So, however, it needs to be said for you for it to make sense, that's how you can carry it. Maybe you are that morning mommy right now, and that's okay. Maybe you're on a healing journey like me, and that's okay. Maybe you're on a healing journey like me, and you still consider yourself healed, and that's okay. But we want to stop and really pay attention to what we are identifying with. Am I identifying with brokenness or am I identifying with wholeness? Am I identifying with pieces of me or am I identifying with completeness? Am I identifying with, I don't know how I'm going to do this? Or am I identifying with, I'm going to get up, I'm going to breathe, I'm going to be patient with myself, I'm going to have grace and mercy with myself, I'm going to show myself love, I'm going to show myself care, I'm going to show myself compassion, I'm going to allow God to speak to me, to settle my emotions, to settle my heart, to settle my mind. So, what are we identifying with? Who are we saying that we are? What labels are we walking out? What labels are we stretching ourselves into? Because if I sit and settle in this pain, trust and believe I'm going to stretch to accommodate the fullness of that pain. It's not gonna stay one size. Even if it feels huge now, it's not gonna stay that. It's going to blow up to a big monster size if I am staying in that and I'm not taking those steps in that journey to heal, to allow joy to be the center of my day and life, to not wipe the tears when they come, you know, instead of just sitting and drowning in them. I've done it, but I'm learning to wipe them when they come. I'm not going to dismiss them and act like they're not there, but I'm not going to settle in them. I'm not going to allow them to override everything else in my life and in my journey. So decide, who am I now? Now that I'm in this process of this grief and this bereavement, who am I? I am not who I was as a mother, as a woman, as a person, as an individual. I'm not who I was before I lost Anthony. I'm not. But I'm not who I was directly after I lost him either. Because I'm deciding to identify with healing and wholeness. I'm deciding to identify with life and beauty and purpose. I'm deciding to identify with, oh, there's a destiny that awaits me, and I can't allow pain to latch onto me so severely, so tightly. I have to take that pain and break those chains so that I can be free to heal, so that I can be free to think, so that I can be free to move about, so that I can be free to have joy and peace, so that I can be free to enjoy the loved ones that I have here, so I can be free to live this fulfilled life that God still purposes for me to have. I'm not the woman I used to be before Anthony's passing, but I'm consciously making the choice to be the woman, the person, the individual who shows up daily, breathing, laughing, taking the moments as they come, but not allowing them to suffocate me. So make a choice today. And it's okay if you're still choosing to be that morning mommy. It's okay. Let it be a safe place. And when you're ready, take a step forward. Breathe. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind. Show compassion. Support yourself. Embrace yourself. And allow yourself to take that step out of that pain, out of that identity, and into something new. It's only the grace of God that this is where I stand. It's only the grace of God. If you don't know who I am Tawanda Smith, and I have this platform in this mom circle for us, women, individuals, mothers who have lost a child. We are safe. We are not in a rush. We are giving ourselves grace. And as this community builds, we want to keep it safe and sacred. So if you know of a mother, you have a friend, if it's you, someone who has lost a child, please share this with them. And like this, if it touches you in a positive way, and if you want comments, reach out to me. Let me know how you are feeling and what you are dealing with. I'd love to have a conversation with you. All right, decide how you want to show up and keep moving forward. All right, take care.